Every automated process starts as an idea. That idea becomes logic through a flow, and that logic is organized into strategy through a template. But all of this is still just a blueprint. Real automation only begins once a program is loaded, configured, and started, and that is exactly the role of active program, the place where a project comes alive and starts controlling the real world. Active program is not an editor. You don't build flows or design templates here. It's the runtime environment where a finished program is prepared, launched, monitored, and managed while it's actually running, where logic, strategy, real devices, and real data from the installation all meet. When you load a template, the system doesn't work with it directly. Instead, it creates a temporary working copy, and that copy becomes the active program. Thanks to this, the original template stays untouched no matter how many adjustments are made during runtime. You can freely change time windows, triggers, conditions, or the sequence of flows. If the active program is removed, all those changes disappear and the template returns to its original state. Next comes configuration. This is where global variables, until now just placeholders inside flows, receive their real working values. The system automatically scans the entire program, going through every time window, every trigger, and every flow used, collecting each variable that needs a value. If the same flow appears in several places in the program, each instance is configured independently, so the same flow can use one set of values in the morning and a completely different set in the evening without ever being edited. To keep this manageable, configuration is organized by time window and trigger rather than as one long list of parameters, so users navigate complex automations with dozens of flows and hundreds of parameters in their real context, not as an abstract list. Once every value is confirmed, the program is ready to launch. But first, the system checks that all required controllers, sensors, and devices are available and functioning. If something critical is missing or offline, the program won't start. Instead, the user gets a clear explanation of what's wrong, preventing automation from running blind. After launch, the active program enters execution mode, and its structure locks. No new triggers, no logic changes, no editing flows, guaranteeing the program runs exactly the strategy it was started with. Working parameters, though, stay adjustable. If a watering cycle needs to run longer or a reservoir target needs changing, you simply edit that variable with no need to rebuild the program. At any point, Live Monitor shows execution in real time, how the flow engine moves through each block, what values it reads, which conditions are met, and what decisions it makes, giving visibility into the whole process, not just the final outcome. Once execution ends, Live Monitor automatically becomes history, preserving the complete record. Every block executed, every value measured, every condition and cycle, fully traceable and reviewable anytime. Active Program also lets you temporarily skip parts of the automation without editing it. An entire time window or a single trigger can be suspended for a set period, say pausing watering for a few days while other checks continue normally with automatic restoration once the period ends. The program can also be paused for maintenance, automatically stopping if not resumed in time to prevent an unwanted state from a forgotten pause. And if a critical error occurs, the response, pause or stop, follows rules defined in the flows themselves, keeping safety first. Flow is action. Template is a way of thinking. Active program is the moment that thinking starts working in the real world,